Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode. Huge episode here. Got a whole trove of some new information on Jeffrey Epstein, his international connections, and how he used that to funnel women in from Sweden. Disturbing as every Jeffrey Epstein story is. The Pfizer documents released. We'll talk about this. Big things there. Latest on the Ukraine assassination attempts and how Putin is guarded. Of course, we got some other stuff to rope into the Ukraine, including this big Coca-cola ban that has started on, Twitter mostly, as most things. That's kind of where they live, on Twitter, but we'll get into that. Bill Barr tells all on Donald Trump. I have the clip for you here from NBC News. Pence continues to take shots at Donald Trump. Batman is coming out, box office expectations, and who's the best Cape Crusader? Your comments. Please drop a comment below or above, wherever they put the comments these days. Plus, my friends are inept and I need new ones. Joy Behar takes a tumble. This will be Janine's favorite story. We've got your fan feedback and so much more here, all on this episode. Frankie C is in the driver's seat. What's up, my man?
Am I in the driver's seat? Yeah. It depends on where you're driving.
Somebody's got to drive this ship.
If we're in Europe, you're in the driver's seat, or England.
That's true. Good point. Jumpstart Coffee sponsors the episode. More on them in a second. Okay. So big article coming out of Sweden, and full credit here to Dagens ETC, Dagens ETC. Link. I don't even know. It's one of the papers over there in Sweden, but good for them. Full credit to them. Link in the description for the article so you can check it out for yourself, because there's a lot of photos that go along with it. And we want to give them credit because they have the exclusive on this. But it's an interesting article from the standpoint like every time we talk about Epstein, Frank, we wonder, like, how did he get away with this? And what was the thing? And how did everybody just allow this kind of stuff to happen? And this article kind of gives you a little bit of that insight on exactly how it all happened. I don't know how Epstein became close with this Barbro Enbom. Barbro Enbom is the name of a young lady.
Okay.
Sweden. Big redheaded lady. Super famous. I think she's an economist of some sort. And she had close tie-ins to this school over in Sweden. And
her name is Enbom?
Enbom. Barbro Enbom.
Okay.
EHNBOM. How would you say that? Enbom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, she had a connection to a big school over in Sweden. They were suffering a bit of a scandal because they had primarily male attendants and recipients of their scholarships. And so when Epstein came a knocking saying, hey, I can, help with your problem there, or we can give some more scholarships to women and the girls that are coming through your school, this Barbara Enbom was all for it. So she put, as an alum of this school, she put Epstein in contact with the school, and she set up a scholarship fund. Through him. That was the setup. The Stockholm School of Economics.
Okay.
And for years, Epstein funded this scholarship fund, and he would get her to fly the girls from Sweden to his New York apartment, and you could basically guess the rest.
Oh, boy.
What's interesting about this, though, is this all happened, or at least 3 occasions that Dagens ETC can confirm. At least 3 occasions happened in 2012, 2013, 2014. What happened in 2009, Frank? Do you remember?
He was arrested.
He was arrested for the first time.
Yeah.
So this was all post that first arrest. How on earth did people allow this to happen? Now, before I let you jump in, here's the interesting part. The school goes, it's Barbro Enbom. And Barbro goes, the school shouldn't take. So they're all playing this game of like, she's playing the game of it wasn't me. I just introduced them. They're playing the game of, well, it wasn't us. She's the one who did all this stuff, and nobody's going to really take the fall for this.
Right. So it doesn't seem like it's one of two things. It seems to me, either she had no idea, she didn't do any background work and didn't know who this guy was, or she did and didn't care.
Right. Well, at some point during this is the first time we're learning all this. It's the first time we're kind of learning, some of the girls speak in this article. And again, I'll let people go through it and they can read it, if they want. But the school, they did get some blowback for taking money from him, not just right now, but earlier. Like people started to find out, like after he was arrested for that first time, and they were kind of like, how are you still taking money from him? And that's when they first started that who me shit of like, well, it wasn't us, right. It was her. And she was going, well, it wasn't me, it was the school. But the fact of the matter is they had like web pages dedicated to him, and they gave him like male donor of the year awards. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, he was getting awards while he was doing this, and they were just flying these girls right into his house after this information was readily available. Now, say what you will, because again, not to be Monday morning quarterback, but nobody really knew who the hell this guy was up until really recently. And
True.
It's a minor blip on most screens, but if you're a huge business or entity or university and you're going to form a partnership with somebody, simple background check, a Google, if you will.
Up something as big as a scholarship. I feel like a Google search should clear that up.
Thank you. If you're going to accept thousands upon thousands of dollars in scholarship funds, you got an intern in there, throw a little Google search together.
All right.
Who's got 15 minutes to Google our newest, benefactor?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Again, either they didn't do any of that and they were just like, oh, look, money, we could use this for the school. Or they did that and said, who cares?
Right.
It's just effed up.
They basically turned their, what do they say?
It's not that.
They turned the other. No, that was not that. I don't know what I was going for. Anyway, they ignored it.
I mean, hopefully it's not. They did this knowingly. How do you disprove that?
Which is amazing to me. Listen, I know you got to prove. Ignoring it is one thing, right? Well, I mean, I can't see them. And again, they can't fully claim that they, didn't know anything about this, because this was brought up during the time that he continued to give money.
It was brought up to them.
Yes. Yeah. There was they got some I'm looking for it here where they, okay.
Oh, you're right. You said that.
Yeah. The Stockholm School of Economics and Barbaro Enbom became aware of the conviction. When they became aware of the conviction, they tried to downplay the connection between Epstein and the school, rather than terminate the collaboration. On the school's website, Epstein's name had previously been listed as a recipient of the award for Best Male Supporter. In 2009, after his conviction, his name was deleted and replaced by a pseudonym, Mr. B.
What?
According to an older archived version of the website, which Dagens ETC has found. The Stockholm School of Economics is the only university that accepted donations before and after Epstein was convicted. The foundation continued to receive donations until 2015, at which point Epstein had donated $1.5 million. This figure, however, only represents, or I should say $1.5 million in, I don't know how much in
whatever
the dollar, whatever there, in Sweden dollars.
See, we're going to get ripped up for that.
As we've become known.
That's a quick Google search could probably help you.
That's all I'm going to say from now on. I'll be like, in English dollars and Chinese dollars. That's all I'm going to say now.
I'm looking it up. So we don't look like morons.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
The foundation, what?
Krona.
Okay.
Krona.
This figure, however, only represents transactions which have been made public. The actual figure is in all likelihood much higher.
All right. I mean,
should we stop taking money from the convicted pedophile? I have a better idea. Let's change his name on the website.
Nobody will know the difference.
No one will know the difference. So they knew.
That's messed up. I mean, what's the charge? Can you charge them with anything?
That's what I'm saying.
They're sending women there or girls there.
Right. I don't know, because this literally just came out in the last 24 hours.
Like enabling a gigantic monster should be the
right. Somebody's got to take
charge.
The fall. Yes. Somebody has got to go to jail for this. Somebody.
I mean, how do you put these young girls on a flight to his wherever?
Yeah. How?
No, it's messed up.
I mean, and how desperate are you? Because people do this in business all the time, and you feel like, oh, well, business people could be scumbaggy. You could make the case of she was trying to just fund a school. Like, how good is that? But seriously, though, how desperate are you to continue to take money from this person? Even if they stopped sending girls there, like to just keep cashing his checks? That's fucked up.
I don't know. I mean, they probably take the, maybe I'll play devil's advocate. They say, just with the money. Well, it's better in our hands than in his.
Yeah.
Like, when you get like, cops get like drug dealer money and they go, it's better off, I don't know.
When I was a cop stealing money, that's what I used to say.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's cop security guard. What difference does it make? We're not here for semantics, Frank.
I'm always up for semantics.
But like we all cheer and are happy when Ghislaine gets arrested and Jean-Luc and the guy in Canada. I call him Canada Epstein. I forget his name. I can't keep track of them all. But let's be honest, like until some of these people start falling, those fund guys and the fucking guy we just talked about the other day, what company was he running? I forget. Barclays, remember?
Right.
That guy and the
underlings have to.
Bill Gates and whatever the hell happened there, and
we got to start flicking the lights on so some of these roaches start to appear.
And these people too, not that I get it, they're not hedge fund people, they're not evil hedge fund people, but you did known business with a pedophile. You should have to suffer some sort of consequence.
And not only that, again, sending these kids there.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like, oh, the university should close. I'm saying the people that were signing off on this that knew, the people that were like, oh, just change the name on the website, those people. So that's that. Before we switch topics, again, I say this all the time because, some people are so crazy and mistrustful of the media. Shit like this doesn't get out if it wasn't for the fine folks over there at this Doggins ETC, which I know I'm brutalizing their pronunciation, and I apologize. If it wasn't for their work, nobody would know about this.
Right.
And whatever comes from this, via arrests or whatever, it's because of journalists like Julie Brown at the Miami Herald and these people, that they're doing the good work. So for all the mistrust out there, which is warranted, there are still good journalists out there doing good journalistic things.
Well said.
Doing good journalism.
Their journalism is good.
It's very gooder.
They write better than we speak. So
speaking of which, Jumpstart Coffee Company. Frank came home. What is so exciting?
Ooh, is that Jumpstart right there?
Yeah, but what is so exciting? So I came home. Mm-hmm. I was out doing a couple things today. I came home. My wife had gone to a local coffee place to get coffee. She had to run a bunch of errands. She was starting to feel that headache. She didn't take a coffee. She went out and got a coffee. She brought this home. I saw that and I was like, God, I can go for a cup of Jumpstart. We were fresh out. I'm like, can you brew some? I'll put it on ice. And I will put it in that. Why are we so attracted to like these kind of containery things? Why?
Because they look, you could see through it and you see the thing you want is right there.
Yeah. I don't know.
If it was solid, it'd be like, yeah.
So pre-show, we brewed up some fresh Jumpstart. Nice. I put it in my Here's my move now. You know, we have this alcoholics. We have the cocktail shaker, you know, the silver thing, and then the big cup.
Right.
I put some ice in there. I poured the hot Jumpstart over, shook it up, got it nice and cold. Then I put it in here over ice. Some of my almond milk. And I put a little, if you notice, it's very frothy up at the top.
Right.
A little bit of whipped cream.
So now is that which bag did you use?
I don't know.
So you got the dark roast, you got medium roast, you got espresso blend.
I don't know.
I see. Could be anything.
It could be a myriad of things.
What does it taste like? Go by the taste. What do you think it is?
Oh, that's a good question. Hey, what blend did we brew for Jumpstart? I forgot.
Dark roast.
It's the dark roast?
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for confirming. Cuddles confirmed, everybody. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Wife looks all hot because she got a haircut today.
Very good.
Yeah, it's one of those good haircuts where you're like, ooh, when we fool around later, I'm going to feel like I'm kind of cheating on you. It's all very exciting.
Great. I'm sure the folks at Jumpstart will appreciate that when they're recapping this episode.
Should we renew with Anthony on air? I don't know. He kind of feels like he's cheating on his wife. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the kind of business we want to get involved with.
Anyway, dark roast.
There it is, baby.
It's good. And I know people are going to say, Frank, you put almond milk in and then you topped it with whipped cream. I know. It's a little hypocritical. But it's a little bit of whipped cream and a lot of bit of almond milk.
Why is that hypocritical?
Well, because I like to avoid the lactose with the milk. That's why I go.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's why I like almond milk. But I could deal with a little bit.
They have lactose-free whipped cream, I believe.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
All right.
Save 15% off Jumpstart Coffee Company. The greatest coffee that I have ever had. Frank agrees. When you order with the link in the description below, of course, all their different flavors, the medium roast, the dark roast, which I'm drinking, espresso blend. What do you got over there, Frankie C? Dark roast.
Favorite.
There you go. Even the light roast is delicious. Decaf. I can't talk to decaf. I've never had it. I refuse. But I'm sure if I were to break my rules on caffeine and coffee and actually have decaf one day, I'm sure Jumpstart would be delicious.
Yeah, without caffeine, I'm like, why am I drinking coffee?
Why are we doing this? And caffeine or not, Jumpstart takes 50% of their proceeds, gives it over to the Navy SEAL Foundation. That is hugely important. As you know now, we are on the precipice of World War III. So let's go out there and more now than ever, support our troops, support our veterans, support our Navy SEALs. Grab some Jumpstart coffee. You're supporting them. You're supporting Jumpstart, and you are supporting this very podcast. Order with the link in the description. Use the promo code AOA15.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is. Okay, Pfizer documents.
Mm-hmm.
Touch on this last episode.
Did we?
I said I was going to mention it because I felt like if we didn't mention it when the documents came out, we'd get killed for it.
Oh, okay. So what did they say?
Okay, here's the story on this, and I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can. Okay. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I just learned this too about JSAB. What are you dancing for?
I came in at the right time, huh?
Yeah. Did you know that Janine, our own JSABs, is a certified makeup person? What is it? My wife just told me before the show.
Cosmetologist?
Nope.
Cosmetician.
I think it's
artist.
makeup person. Oh,
Makeup person. Okay.
I thought it was make out artist.
Oh,
Well, that too.
could be. Okay. So, Pfizer documents.
Wait.
What did that have to do with the makeup?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna work that into my dumb Janine intros that I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Just made me think of it.
Wait, are you calling me dumb or are you saying your intros are dumb?
My intros are dumb.
Anybody
Okay.
else hearing an echo?
No.
Echo.
Okay, good. Just me.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
do it.
Nope, I hear it.
I'll deal with it.
Okay. Here's the story of the Pfizer documents. Pfizer wanted to keep the data that they got back from the COVID-19 vaccine a secret for 75 years.
Woo!
Okay.
Little suspect, is
That's
it
weird.
not?
That's weird.
Little switch. U.S. District Judge Mark T. Pittman passed a decision on January 6th denying that request from the FDA and Pfizer to suppress this data for the next 75 years. They claim that the agency, the FDA, claimed that it was necessary in part because of its limited resources. And of course, the judge said you cannot. So they started releasing this.
Okay.
This is a 55,000 page set of documents.
Woo!
Yeah,
How far did you get into it?
not that far. A 38 page report, which is what's really making the rounds around the internet, has a list of adverse events of special interest, and it lists 1,291 different adverse events that happened following the vaccine, people receiving the vaccine. Now, VAERS, on the other hand, which is the place where doctors and people can go report that information, they have far different numbers. Granted, that is all the vaccines combined in the United States, not worldwide. That's what VAERS does. This is just the Pfizer vaccine in these documents, but VAERS is reporting far different numbers.
Higher?
Way higher. They're over 1 million in adverse events on
Right.
VAERS.
Wait. Not 1 million different, just 1 million
Cases?
total.
1 million, yeah, 1.1 million reports versus the 1,291 that Pfizer has put together in their report. Which all, by the way, also included, I forget how many deaths, but a considerable number of deaths as well. And the range of the report is everything from death to cardiac failure to you name it. I mean, it was just, it was chock full of things. So they put this information out. Of course, we know what Joe Biden said about the fact that the COVID-19 pill, Paxlovid, they're going to be purchasing that as well. And they're going to be, that was put into the State of the Union address. It is going to be a test to treat initiative so people can get tested at a pharmacy. And if they're positive for COVID-19, they would receive this antiviral pill on the spot at no extra cost. This is all part of the federal government covering the bill for this. By the way, Pfizer made $37 billion in sales from the COVID-19 vaccine last year.
Woo!
That's a chunk of change for you.
That's a lot of money. A lot of people are saying a lot of things about it. Okay, so the Children's Health Defense, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, it is actually just backed by Robert Kennedy Jr., who, if you've seen Robert Kennedy Jr. stuff, he has just been anti-vax all the way through. So it's a big anti-vax kind of a organization. They're basically saying that judging by this information, Pfizer has a lot to explain, but they really, of course, because they're the Children's Health, organization, they're basically coming out and saying that, it would be criminal to expose infants and young children to this product. Now, under 5 hasn't been approved in any way, shape, or form for vaccine in the United States. I don't know about the rest of the world, but under 5 hasn't been approved. But they're talking about giving it that emergency approval before the full FDA approval. What I find interesting is this all came out on Tuesday. This started coming out.
Okay.
Try and find an article on this.
I know.
Anywhere.
I just
Cannot.
Googled it. It's everywhere.
Try and find an article from CNN,
Right.
Fox, ABC, CBS, a legitimate news outlet. A legitimate
Yeah.
news outlet.
Well, what you call legitimate, everybody else calls fake. So
Okay. Well, but I'm saying, like,
yeah, but I understand. Mainstream.
isn't that a little weird? Not
Just
what,
weird.
not even like, here's what happened. Not even here's the data.
Not even Fox.
An article on the judge decided this on January 6th. Here we are, and the data is being released. More to come.
And there's nothing on Facebook, like, suggested articles, nothing.
Nothing. By the
Absolutely
way,
not.
I fully expect this episode to be a big fat zero because we're talking about
We might have 500 views.
So again, if you're one of the people that does enjoy us, you really have to share this episode because we're
That would
totally
be helpful.
fucked if you don't.
On the Miser Maxine, right.
All right. Now, I don't know what's what. Again, this is 55,000 pages. So I'm not expecting anybody to come to a foregone conclusion. Obviously, the people that believe that this vaccine is really bad are going to say really bad things about it from the jump. I get that. That's fair. But I find it just very peculiar and extraordinarily odd that not one fucking outlet, the New York Post,
Maybe
the
they haven't read it yet.
Times, anything. What?
They haven't read it all yet.
Yeah. I mean,
Everyone's like, wait, hold my beer because I'm still reading it.
yeah. Now I get the Anthony on Air podcast pushing it off for an episode to be like, hey, we need a little time to read this. But at least we fucking acknowledged it last episode. Nobody else has said anything.
It's sus. It's
we still
very
haven't
sus.
And we still haven't read it.
I actually read a little bit of it.
Of the 38 pages?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sent by someone's wife in this group. I'm not going to say who, because they actually had some of the adverse reactions to it.
Well, she got that from me then because I said there was something in it about under 12 and under 14, but I had read it and then I couldn't go back. I couldn't find where it was in the thing. Was that what it was?
No, it was about her reaction that she got, and it was one of the reactions listed.
Yeah.
What was the reaction?
What'd she say again? She felt like she had facial paralysis.
She got tingly on one side of her face.
Yep.
That was my wife, for people who aren't following. But to be fair,
Or my wife.
Didn't have to reveal that if you didn't want to.
she had an adverse effect to a vaccine when she was giving birth to my son. They give you a vaccine in the hospital, which we didn't. Who knew that? But it's important because birth, you know. So they gave her a vaccine, and she had it was one of the scariest moments of my life, actually. We didn't know it was because of a vaccine. We thought it was part of the epidural.
Wait, they gave that to her in the hospital? You're supposed to get it like a couple of weeks before you give birth. You sure that's it?
I don't know. I think it was in the hospital. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I don't know.
You're a man. It's okay.
Exactly. But I remember that if everybody remembers, we were both fully vaccinated. That was one of the reasons why we were kind of
fully, but okay.
Well, we're not boosted. But that was one of the reasons why we were kind of like, hey, is this okay for her? You know, like we wanted her to go to the doctor and do the whole 9 yards and make sure and do all that due diligence, which she did. And the doctor said, yeah, you're going to be fine. And so basically that was that. And to be fair, you know, I mean, not that I wouldn't say nobody believed her. Like I certainly believed her, but you know, it seemed like
lie about that?
Well, I didn't think she was going to lie about it, but
Sure
like when you tell something in the course of like jokes and stuff, you tend to over exaggerate a little bit. I think everybody kind of thought that's what was going on.
No, I fully believed her. Thanks.
We all believed you, Cuddles.
I saw some things on there that bothered me a lot. It was the stuff that was found on the placenta, which was like blood clots.
Oh, I thought you said polenta. I was like, why? I'm starving. I haven't had dinner.
Polenta's funny. It's like either you like it or you just don't.
Yeah.
And also I noticed the certain, it's a blood clotting disorder showed up after it as well.
Yeah.
Yep. It's something called antiphospholipid syndrome, which you probably never heard about in your life, but which is crazy. But it's not crazy because I have heard that this syndrome shows up after that vaccine that you were talking about that women get at 36, 37 weeks pregnant.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
What vaccine is that?
It's called the group strep B.
No.
Oh,
It's
no,
called
I'm
the
sorry.
polenta vaccine.
That's not it. Group strep B is a swab that you get in your vagina and a noose. Look at your face.
You ever get that one,
vaccine,
Frank?
that vaccine is
Not
the
that I
whooping
recall.
cough vaccine.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's the one that causes that.
I've heard. Yep.
Okay. That sounds fun.
A girl I know actually, she developed that afterwards.
Yeah. Well, all right. So here's my standpoint. And you guys can yell at me for this, but I feel like, there's no way you have any sort of medicine or any kind of vaccine or whatever,
That doesn't give effects.
that doesn't give effects. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had this feeling and mentality going into this but when they first started talking about a vaccine, I'm like, this is, it's going to not be so great for some people, but great for the majority. Again, you put the majority, above, the individual, that kind of thing. So I kind of knew some of these things were happening. You would hope that it wouldn't. I remember going through when they started laying this out of kind of like, it was this, and again, we got caught in this weird dichotomy of, you had all,
Big word.
yeah, this is our day and era. There was no discussion anymore. There was no middle area. It was, this vaccine is killing 24,000 people and this vaccine has killed nobody. And you're kind of like looking at both of these and you're like, they both possibly cannot be right. The answer is probably somewhere, in the middle. But that we don't really strive to find that information or have those conversations or do that work. We just kind of go to extremes, and then people are in the middle are forced to choose. But knowing that this was all going to happen, I find it weird now that these documents have come out, and we don't. Not that I'm saying people are making this up or that it's fake or whatever, but I'm sure there's a good amount of people that were going to have a heart attack and got vaccinated and then had a heart attack. And then it was like, well, must have been the vaccine. A la the one who was it, Cardi B, the cousin, and the big balls and all that shit. And it's like crazy stuff like that.
His balls were gonna swell no matter what.
Right. Because he was creeping where he shouldn't have been creeping. That's the problem there. But not everything could have been that.
There's side effects to every drug out there.
And so why don't we have our media, doing their job on this, and then the medical experts, B, talking about this in an honest and open fashion? We don't have a person that's kind of like, okay, this is what we kind of know. This, and this. The chances of you getting this are this much. But if you have these preconditions,
basically, we need that guy at the end of the, whatever commercial from whatever drug company that goes, side effects may include.
Right. And it's fucking 45 minutes of side. You ever see on TV, you don't get those. But when you watch on YouTube, they literally scroll. Because I've seen it on our show. By the way, we don't control the ads that YouTube puts on our show.
Sure.
I've seen it where it's like a 3-minute video. And I go, what the fuck is this? And it's 30 seconds of commercial. And then they just type goes through the screen. And it's like, it's a fucking 5-hour book of just and I'm like.
Well, the thing is with side effects is that if one person reports one thing, they have to list it no matter what. So even if it's one out of, 100,000 complaints, they still have to list it.
Which is why the pro-vax people just immediately shut down the VAERS conversation, because it's like, if anybody can do it, the idea that the people who don't believe in the vaccine are going to go and just report shit like crazy.
You think
that's what they started saying to defeat that?
I mean, it can go both ways.
What?
You think swollen balls is now listed because one guy made a complaint?
Yep.
I'm sure out of 24,000 complaints, swollen balls made it. What did you say, Janine? I missed what you said.
I said it could go both ways.
It can go both ways. And you know what? Here's the thing that people are going to get upset with. Like, I think it's okay. Like, it's not okay for the people who got this and something really bad happened to them, or they lost a loved one. That's horrific. I do feel bad about that. But there's no words for that. But like, being honest and real talk, whatever you want to call it, that kind of shit happens all the time. Like people make those decisions in life all the time with cancer medication and heart medicate. I mean, that's why we have these 4 hour long, side effect listings because, people have to make those choices for themselves. So this is the case in every single, thing. Granted, those medications and such are not mandated, which kind of
Right.
makes that a little bit of a,
I
kind
think
of
that's the biggest difference
yeah,
because it's mandated.
yeah.
And they weren't going to release it for 75 years. but now,
That's weird.
you didn't hear that before?
Yeah, it's an old thing.
It is.
That's
It's
been
still
around
weird.
for a while.
Yeah, it is weird, but like they made a point of saying, won't be released for 75 years, said it many times, and then now it's released and they haven't really had like a true article about it.
Yeah.
So that is
But
that's
again,
sus.
listen, if you're the people in charge, Trump, Fauci, Pence, whatever,
What's going on here?
Biden, you know what I'm saying? Like if people forget, it's so easy to Monday morning quarterback and we're all not responsible. So who gives a shit? We can talk a big game. But if you're in those big chairs and you're responsible for 360 million people and you see this thing and it's just tearing through the globe and the people who make your medicine go, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to make another call? Are you going to make a different call? Are you not going to okay and be like, go make this and let's see if we can,
That's a tough call.
I mean, I know this again, I know this aggravates people, but I understand all the people complaining, but give me the other way,
Especially when you saw the numbers of vaccinated people versus unvaccinated people dying from COVID.
right. And it's like, and people forget what we know now is way different than what we knew 2 years ago. So, it's easier to make, again, it's Monday morning quarterbacking. Right now, you look back at it and you go, well, we learned a lot of things that were not true that we thought were true in the beginning. But back
Right.
then, nobody knew. All we knew
Right.
was what we saw and what was actually happening. And it wasn't really good at the time,
Like,
so.
I didn't do it, but people who were scared to take in their stuff from the the supermarket and just wipe down their groceries. Like that was
I did it.
I did that.
Wiped down everything.
pussies. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that, like I'm saying, that was like a belief. You just did it, and then it came out that COVID didn't live on surfaces, and then it's like, oh wait, it does. Wait, no, it doesn't. So it's like you really didn't have to wipe down anything anyway.
Right.
For other viruses, yes, but then I don't know. I think that was like
Well, then they did the studies and they learned metal surfaces, wood, cardboard. They learned like where it was, and then that's when they learned there's something about the UV rays and the sunlight that kills this thing very quickly, and
Right.
so does bleach. And that was it. All Trump said drink bleach, he didn't say drink bleach, but everybody thought he said drink bleach, and that was the fucking end of it. We lost the ability to have any sort of conversation on what was real and what wasn't real.
It was they're studying injecting bleach like a cleaning
Right.
kind of a thing.
Again, he did not say drink bleach,
No, he
but
didn't.
the leader of the free world should not be wandering about and shooting off, spitballing ideas
No, stream of consciousness should not be
in the middle of a press conference.
right.
Can't really do that.
should
Do
get
that
rid
shit
of that
behind the
Diet Coke
scenes.
button or not.
Right. You want to ask questions like that, fine. Not to the general public. Go behind the scenes, ask your scientists and everybody and go, you see anything here? Is there something we could do here?
So for my anti-vaxxers, I'm not totally surprised by these findings. I mean, I kind of felt like this is where it was all gonna head one day. I think it's unfortunate because again, I don't know the vaccine. It wasn't what we were sold in the beginning.
No.
which I'm also okay with. Like, because again, if I'm in that chair, I'm probably making the same calls. I'm
Well,
probably
they
saying,
didn't know, right? They literally did not know.
no, at
So
least we're doing something. Because if they did not do that, the complaints of our government is doing nothing to help us would have been far louder.
right.
Right?
And Trump would have got shit on even more.
Even more.
I don't know if that's possible.
Um,
He got shit on pretty good.
the paralysis that actually happened to my friend's aunt, but her whole body after I don't know, I think it was the second shot.
Yeah.
And she said she never felt like that before ever in her life. And
To come back,
nope.
she's still
But-
paralyzed.
No, oh, you meant did she come back? She came back.
No, I mean, did the feeling come back? Is she
Oh,
still
yes,
paralyzed?
yes.
Okay.
That's what she said. No, she's not paralyzed.
Okay, that's what I was after.
What is this, an Abbott and Costello
I
bit
know,
you
I
guys
heard
wrote
something
behind my
totally
back?
different.
Who's on first and who's paralyzed?
It's the echo. Oh.
So she's okay now.
Yes, but she still gets tingles. I'm like,
Well-
I wouldn't mind getting tingles, you know what I'm saying?
And so
Hi-oh.
that's my but that's my thing before everybody yells at me for being down the middle guy again.
Oh God.
is
To the
that-
side, pussy?
Is that the serious cases should be studied and taken seriously and looked at. And I feel like we're getting into this weird soupy gray area where it's like, well, what's real, what isn't, what should be taken seriously, what's not. Are there doctors that are doing this work? Or do you trust the people that say like doctors are just doing what they're told and they're not really looking into it? I have a hard time believing that, but I also have met some really shitty doctors in my time. And I've also met some really great doctors in my time too. But, I feel like we're 2 years out now, especially right now. And this is my big thing. Go with the hand that you're dealt right now. Right now, this is not a huge threat for the most part in the United States. It's still, having its little pockets here and there, but we're okay. It's not over, but we're okay. Now's the time to take that deep
COVID.
breath. COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
Now's the time to take that deep breath and study what's happened and figure out what those next steps are.
Right.
Is
I'm
it
sure
this
there's a lot of
pill?
people doing that.
I mean, I fucking hope so, because the other theory is we just dumped all this money on this. They made all this shit. Keep fucking running it out there until, I don't even know what.
Well, I don't think they're on vacation now. I think they're still working. It's not like they put the vaccine out and went, all right, we're done. See you next year.
They
I'm
were
sure-
also, yeah. Well, they were also supposed to tell us, at least New York was supposed to tell us that the true number of COVID deaths, meaning like who actually died from it, not with it. Because I think Fauci suggested that, and then Kathy Hochul, or whatever her name is, she said she was gathering information to do that, but I haven't heard anything about it in a while. I don't know how long it actually takes to do that.
How do
You know,
prove
like
it? How do
so.
you do that? I mean, as long as it's listed, how do you figure out if that's what it is?
Because there's other conditions.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
if
but how do you
someone
know what
came in
caused it?
for a car accident and they were in a coma because of the car accident, but they happen to have COVID, they're putting COVID as a death.
right.
The reason why.
But if somebody had a heart attack and they had COVID, like, was it the strain on their lungs that stopped the,
Right.
like, who the
Was
how
it
do
the
you fucking-
vaccine
how do you know?
on their lungs? All right. Right.
How do you know? And I don't know if we'll ever know, but I'm saying the worst is behind us. You have the time now. Figure out how you're going to move forward with this. I'm still seeing these fucking commercials, not for nothing. But I saw it last night about the kids and all they wish for is the fucking coat. Like, that stuff has really got to stop. Like, it has got to stop.
Wish for what?
There's a commercial running where the kid's like, all I really want, I don't want like I don't want a comic book. I don't want this. I just want the vaccine. It's like, no
Oh,
fucking
God.
5-year-old is walking around saying this.
That's
No.
ridiculous.
Stop saying that. I don't.
Unless
I've-
somebody's putting it into their head that they're saying it.
Yeah, I have no issues saying the COVID vaccine is approved now for 5-year-olds, and if you want to vaccinate your children, go out and get it. That's fine with me. Go ahead and run those spots if you want. But
You
it's
think
a
there's a couple
little.
sitting there going, hey, you think we should get little Bobby a vaccine for Christmas? I think he'll like that.
Yeah. Little Bobby wants a vaccine.
Yeah, he's been good this year.
Yeah. And listen, I say this all now. My opinion might change come the next wave or whatever it may be. If things change, things change. Again, then you make an assessment on what you want to do then. But right now, I feel like there's this little pause in the worst part, and gather up this information, talk about it. Frank, not a like. Come on,
I know it's weird. I don't like it either.
It's so strange.
I don't know why why aren't
An article.
no outlet is doing it. I don't know, not no, but no, none of the big ones.
I know.
It's very strange.
And I went on DuckDuckGo for those people that are like, don't Google it, go on DuckDuckGo. I did. I went everywhere. It's fucking nowhere. It's nowhere.
Sus.
You can find a month or two ago when the judge made the decision, there was some articles on that. And the last week, nothing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Nothing.
Something's up.
Because again, and here's the thing. 6 months ago, this movement, this thing of like, let's do the best we can to get as many people vaccinated as we can as possible. Fine. That's fine with me. We're not there now. So pump the brakes, figure out what's going on, and move forward. I don't know why.
Let's worry about the Iranians first, and then
Yeah, those Iranians.
They're trouble.
Speaking of the Iranians, great segue, J Sabs. Lindsey Graham is getting shit because he said that the Russians should assassinate Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're a senator, and you literally on Twitter just called for someone to assassinate the leader of a country. Yeah, he's a dick, Putin, but you don't go off on your own and call for an assassination. As you're a senator. You don't do that.
See, I'm okay with this one. I'm fine with this one. I don't think that the president should do it, but I think, you're not. The president should do it, but you could send one of the other guys out there to throw that suggestion out there. That's fine. We're all thinking it.
Right.
Yeah,
it's true.
So what makes you think nobody else is thinking it? A senator, a U.S. senator goes on Twitter and says, maybe someone should kill this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like it. This is the first time. Don't rain on my. This is the first time I could ever give Lindsey Graham credit for something. Don't rain on my little parade here.
Fine.
I like the move a lot. Did he apologize for it? I didn't even see
Probably
it.
not.
I think he might have. I actually think he did. But I'm totally okay for that. In fact, I'd like to see some of the other senators in the other countries. Do they all have senators? They should get some.
I don't know.
Whatever the American dollar is over there, whatever the senator is over there, they should should all be calling for the same shit.
I think it's worth less though than $1. United States Senate, there's an exchange rate there.
There's an exchange rate
on senators. I don't know.
3 senators
for every U.S. senator.
It's 3 Italian senators for every U.S. senator.
Right.
Bad news: Russia blocks access to Facebook and Twitter. That's not great because how else do you get?
Not only
Anthony
that,
on here there.
right. Not only that, you're if you want to piss off the people that already are pissed at you, block their social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get why that would be a good thing for them.
To block real news from coming in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're controlling what their people see.
Somebody has to tell them how ridiculous their leader is, because they might, like I said, the soldiers were going in there. They thought they were there for exercises, and then they were like, "Hey, really kill those people." And they're like, "The fuck you talking about?" Like I thought we were just doing exercises. So
It's unreal.
You need that, but I find it. This was today, so how disorganized is this fucking thing? They've been hitting this country for a week and a half. They didn't turn off the internet.
Yeah, if they wanted to control what news goes in and out of the country, they waited a little long.
And like every other, how old is Putin? 60 or 70 something?
69.
69. Like every other 69-year-old,
Why do you know that?
No, I don't know.
They just don't understand that TikTok is a bigger deal anyway. So I don't know if it doesn't say that they shut down TikTok. So, that's,
Yeah.
Well, they got the last good one there, standing.
He slipped there. I can't believe how many Russians and Ukrainians are on TikTok. Like there's a a lot.
There is a lot.
There's a lot, and I do see a lot of videos coming through TikTok on the stuff that's going on in the Ukraine.
Yeah, there's a lot. Everybody's capturing their own footage of what's going on, bombings, and it's crazy.
Yeah. President Zelensky said that he has survived at least 3 assassination attempts
So hot.
in the past week.
Damn.
Yeah.
That makes him even hotter. See?
Does it?
Yeah.
He can
The guy's a
evade an
superhero.
assassin? Yeah. He might be.
He's a superhero.
He can invade my country.
Ooh, that was a close one.
Yeah, 2 different outfits have been sent to kill the Ukrainian president. Mercenaries of the Kremlin-backed Wagner Group, sounds like an investment firm, and the Chechen Special Forces. Both have
nice
been
business
thwarted.
cards.
Yeah, right. Both have been thwarted by anti-war elements within.
Man,
Yeah,
this is-
3
Damn.
times.
and
They're
the
gonna
fact
get that.
The fact that he survived it makes him even
Hotter.
like,
See? You were going to say it
hotter.
too.
But no, even a bigger show of force, a bigger symbol.
Yeah, but I'm fucking concerned. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're concerned too. I'm sure he's not. Third one's the last one. They always stop after 3.
I mean, how much more? I have to think a little luck went into this and good fortune. How much longer can he have that?
I'm
I mean,
wondering-
where's he actually? I mean, we don't know where he's hiding out,
Of
but
course not. He's
he
not
wasn't
hiding.
really hiding, though, right? He was.
He's in the
out.
action.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How they know?
Well, I don't know how deep in the action, or if he's like in the
That's what
battle.
she said.
Like if he's on, I don't know if he's facing like Russian soldiers in like, hand-to-hand combat or anything like that, or like he's actually shooting, But
thing is-
he's there. He's on the ground.
Right.
He's not hiding anywhere.
I saw a video the other day of, I guess, the Russian soldiers ran out of gas with a tank, and Ukrainian soldiers passed them, and they basically were like, "You need a ride?"
I saw that. Yeah.
But it's not like they started shooting at them. I was like, oh, I was waiting for that. It never happened. So I'm like,
They still have a tank.
doesn't really seem like they want to do this anyway.
It's a strange thing because I don't think
Right?
I don't think the Ukrainians really want to kill the Russians.
No.
And vice
think
versa in a lot of cases it
Right.
appears to be.
They're on total defense, it feels.
Yeah. Yeah,
100%.
completely.
They're not attacking, they're defending what they've got. They're not moving forward. They're just holding them back.
Right.
As much
Right.
as they can.
Although the and that's just on the ground stuff. The airstrikes have picked up a lot in the last couple days, and Putin had a conversation with Macron, the French
Right.
president, the French U.S. president, and
Yes.
supposedly it was a 90-minute fight, and the thing that Macron came away with was that it's going to get worse in the next couple of days. I guess he was kind of sent into because they've been talking the whole time. I mean, Putin's talking to people. He hasn't talked to Biden, but he was talking to Macron. Obviously, Macron's on the U.S. side, the English. They're all together. So he's kind of been the guy, and he said he didn't say too much, but he alluded to it's the next couple of days are going to get a little bit worse. It's been this slow.
Yeah, so I
ramp
said
up.
it's slow.
Yeah, which has been strange. Then there was this whole report on how Putin keeps himself guarded, to Lindsey Graham's point about trying to whack him out. And we've been talking about the same shit. Like somebody close to him's got to do it.
I wonder if there have been any attempts, and they just obviously they won't say.
We wouldn't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, because
If
if
there
you
are
were,
attempts on the Ukrainian guy, there's going to be attempts on the other guy.
has to be right, and Russia's not going to say it, and we're not going to say it if we failed at it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to
Yeah.
put that out there. But yeah, he's got bodyguards with bulletproof briefcases. They walk around with bulletproof briefcases. They have high-powered guns. They have lookalikes that stand in for him. He has several food tasters on the
Oh.
payroll.
Like if he's poisoned.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
Yeah.
And they say he is terrified of COVID. That's why when you saw that video the other day where he was at the table and the
He
other
was a
people,
mile
Yeah.
away from everyone.
he hasn't been around people. He's keeping himself away from crowded, even when they had that security council meeting, he was at a desk. The other people were pretty far away from him. He is terrified of COVID.
Damn.
Yeah.
Somebody tell him it's over.
Yeah, show him the numbers.
Let him go on Facebook.
This guy, they say he's not high. Like he did that report from a well-known place, right? That where he was sitting at that huge table.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I don't know if they know where he is or not.
Do you want to know what the bodyguards call themselves?
Oh, yes.
What?
It's not good, Janine.
Oh, no.
Musketeers.
Oh, God, bye. I gotta go.
Embarrassing.
That's so lame.
I'm so not very proud of my people.
35. Once they turn 35, the bodyguards, they're out.
There are no bodyguards over 35.
Only young guys. Only young guys. And don't forget, he's a former KGB himself, so he's got some fucking tricks up his sleeves too. Here's why we need to be behind the Ukraine, though, now more than ever. I just found out today that Mila Kunis is Ukrainian.
Oh, you didn't know this?
Didn't know.
I thought she was Russian, actually.
She's from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And if somebody as hot as Mila Kunis, like, just think about how many other Mila Kunises might be in that country. I mean, we need to stop this immediately.
Just
Emphasis on country.
pile it on the top of all the reasons we need to stand behind Ukraine.
This is now more than ever. I mean,
Now more than ever, let's, be united.
I went from thinking like the U.S. shouldn't get involved in this to I want to enroll in the army just to stop.
Go ahead.
Like,
Thanks. Even though one of your bestest friends is part Ukrainian.
I
Thank
could
you.
care less about you, but Mila Kunis, on the other hand, we've got to protect that.
Well,
She started a GoFundMe with Ashton Kutcher, and they're raising up to $3 million for refugees. Somebody said it's up to like $30 million that they can possibly donate or they want to do, but I think they said $3 million in matching funds. So
That's pretty good.
that's Mila Kunis.
How many refugees were there? Wasn't it like 1 million refugees?
1 million, yeah.
So if there's $30 million, 1 million refugees.
It's $3 $10 a million. I don't. Shut the fuck up. I can't do that.
Oh, that's good.
They're boycotting Coca-Cola.
I know.
Talk about an and this is my issue with political correctness, Democrats, liberals, Twitter checkmark people. Supposedly, now the whole thing started like what, last week, the Russia-Ukraine thing?
Right.
And we were fucking buying oil from them up until Tuesday. We were putting money into Russia, okay? Up until fucking Tuesday. It's Friday, and people found out that Coca-Cola is still being sold in Russia, and they started calling for a boycott of Coca-Cola.
Come on.
It's until you stop, we're not going to buy anymore.
Okay. I'm not saying that.
Why is that wrong?
I'm not saying that that's wrong.
You're saying that's wrong.
This is what people started putting on Twitter.
No.
Don't
buy your brother's blood.
Wow.
And it is a bullet with a Coca-Cola label on it. Okay. That was one. Here's another one. It's a 6-pack of Rockets in a Coca-Cola crate.
What's your complaint?
Here's another one where I think this might have been the one that kind of got the ball rolling. This isn't the biggest one, but it's from Nail Fraser Love. Since Coca-Cola is selling in Russia and its business tax is going to Putin's attack on the Ukraine, don't buy any of these products. Drink Pepsi or whatever the hell that is.
I think Pepsi is doing the same. I don't think Pepsi stopped either.
I think they're all doing the same thing. That's my point. Like, and they're making it seem like, did you drink a Coke today? Well, why don't you just go shoot a Ukrainian in the head? Like, I don't think it's that dire.
I think it's,
and I mean,
it's worth not, if you could choose between one or the other, maybe choose the one that's not.
But like you just said, fucking Pepsi's probably doing the same thing. McDonald's, Burger King, and I'm not defending these companies. I'm just saying ignorant people like this have no idea what it's like to stop. Like, we're not talking about stopping a car with brakes. You're talking about stopping a cruise ship, They're asking a cruise ship to stop on a dime. Like it just doesn't
So yeah,
work that way. Like
why not?
even if Coke wanted to stop doing business with Russia, they probably have 6 months worth
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
product
say
in that
probably have a
country
lot. Yeah.
already. Like it
So
doesn't work that way. Why are you calling a boycott on this for something that is like they're acting like Coca-Cola is like, here, Putin, here's a couple more bucks, go get them Ukrainians. Like it's fucking insanity.
why
Right.
can't they say? See, I don't understand. Like, why can't they say, all right, Coca-Cola is an American company that's now it's still doing this business in Russia. We're cutting ties with Russia for now. Why can't we say buy someone else for now?
Okay, here's the other part of it. Like, I don't know what kind of taxes is going to Putin here, but if you stop these huge corporations, how much you're hurting Putin versus the fucking people that are just living there trying to make a living, like
Well, that's
Right.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the point.
it ain't
When the
Putin
countries
that's the manager of the plant or runs the shipping facility that delivers Coke out there. It's fucking some guy and some girl. Like it's
well, what do you think these sanctions are
sanctions.
going to do? The same thing.
I get it. But
Sanctions are doing the same thing as a boycott on products will.
but this is, and again, this is more like, this I feel like is geared more towards like not even stopping Russian people from doing it. It's stopping Americans from buying Coca-Cola because this supposedly is happening. Like it's fucking crazy.
It's
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 crazy.
as crazy as a
it's
giant,
reaching.
It's as crazy as a giant country invading a peaceful one.
That's equally as crazy. I agree.
So that's the point. It's a response to something that's crazy going on. It's not like Russia said, called someone by the wrong pronoun, and now we got to call out Russia. No, it's they're war criminals. It's a country that's
Agreed.
that's going to war for no reason, and killing innocent people in Ukraine. So this is at least.
I agree.
Why not do this?
I saw a statement from the NHL the other day. And the statement was literally like, we don't support what Russia does, but we have Russians playing in it. Like we can't punish
I know.
Americans living here with
That's
Russian
where
descent.
that's like it's
Well,
a fine
That's
line.
different.
It's
That's
a
different. Those
fine,
are-
weird line.
Why would they punish Americans? People that live here.
People wanted Alexander Ovechkin to fucking. They wanted him out of the country. They were.
That's because he's like best friends with Putin.
Granted, he is, but I don't think that Ovi's over there going, he's gonna fucking kill us some Ukrainians today. It's gonna be great. No, he doesn't support this. Granted, I would have loved for him to come out and had a little bit of a harsher statement for Putin, but
That's all
also
I'm
on the
saying.
other hand, his fucking family still lives over there and probably knows they'll be dead if he fucking speaks
That's
up
one
and
thing.
says something shitty. So it's like, be practical. I don't think this is practical.
I mean, if it was Pepsi, definitely. Because
And here's because fuck.
There are
Pepsi,
other
tastes like shit.
there are other sodas you could buy.
I hope
Certainly
you guys
other
are
orange
Coke guys
juices.
and not Pepsi guys, right?
I don't
is-
give a shit.
Tastes better than Pepsi, but
What
I'm not
does?
one.
Coke.
Yeah, I don't care.
Coke definitely tastes better than Pepsi to me.
Thank God you said that.
But yeah, I could. I'll go RC, baby. I'll drink Barks. Is Barks Coke? I don't even know.
It is. They're all fucking. By the
They're not-
way,
how do you know?
every drink is owned by Pepsi or Coke. There's no fucking third
incorrect.
company here.
That's incorrect.
There's not. I'm telling you, there's not. Anyway,
A&W.
I'll look it up, but I think it's Coke.
I'll switch to beer then.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Beer's not. Just drink beer.
See? I'll drink beer.
Good old American beer. 6 months from now, if Coke's like, fuck it, we're gonna sell to Russians, okay, fine. It's fucking day like 8. Like, ease off on the boy. This was trending #1 all day Friday. All
Oh, come on.
day. All
What a
day.
waste.
Telling you, it's crazy. Like,
So then
people
buy
are
Coke.
nuts.
What do you want?
I want people to be level-headed. Is that too much to ask
No.
for?
So then you do what you think is right, and you buy Coke if you don't agree with it.
You do you.
Well, here's the problem.
I'ma do me.
This is what's going to happen. I can't tell, but I can. As I sit here, It'll be Donald Trump Jr. or somebody will fucking tweet, "Don't let the libs get away with this," and then people are going to be going out, support Coca-Cola, go buy Coca-Cola, because that's what happened the last time there's been a boycott of anything.
That's incorrect.
Ooh.
Well, that's fucking happened. That's
I
true.
don't think that's true.
I'm telling you, it's true.
It's not true.
All right. That's my Coca-Cola bit.
Yeah,
Oof.
you seem to overreact to people taking a stand on things.
All right, listen. We have something that's going to make Janine very happy. I could tell she's fading. Let's move through these next.
You
couple
know I am,
topics
so I don't
as-
have much time left.
Okay, as quick as possible because we can't. I mean, it's going to be Christmas came early for JSAB, so we have to get to that. Here is the former Attorney General William Barr.
Yeah, I was like, who?
Is what he said on NBC. Wait, let me refresh this here so it starts from the
Gotta get
beginning.
there you go. Got nothing.
You can't hear nothing?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right. I don't know what the fuck's going on then. Okay, let me do it over here then. Hang on. Don't push me around, people.
Do it over there.
Okay, I'm going to do it over here on this thing.
You're over here now.
A little bit and over here. But Bill Barr, speaking up against, by the way, I'll tip the next thing. Pence came out in his speech and said there's no room in the GOP for apologists for Putin.
Boom.
He is going to run against Trump. There's no two ways about it.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh, are you being facetious?
I don't think he will. Maybe he will, but I don't see him getting very far.
I don't know.
People who don't like Trump don't like him, and the people who like Trump don't like him.
I think he's going to mount a serious. The more and more, this is the second or third week in a row now we're doing this story. If Pence said something shitty about Trump, so I think he's definitely going to go with it. All right, here's what William Barr said. Here you go.
And I told him that all this stuff was bull and about election fraud, and it was wrong to be shoveling it out the way his team was. And he started asking me about different theories, and I had the answers. I was able to tell him this is wrong because of this.
You're trying to set him straight.
Yes, and he listened. He was obviously getting very angry about this. I said, okay, well, look, I understand you're upset with me, and I'm perfectly happy to tender my resignation. And then, boom!
He slaps the desk.
He slapped the desk, and he said, accepted. And then, boom, he slapped it again. Accepted. Go home. Don't go back to your office. Go home. You're done. And I told him that.
I forgot Barr didn't end the
term. Now,
yeah.
what?
I was gonna say shit was really chaotic in that last 2 months.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he also said in that interview, I don't know if you have it, that he.
I don't have it. I'll end the mystery.
Okay. I read it. I didn't hear it. That Bill Barr said that Trump is responsible for January 6th.
Oh, Bill Barr said that?
It's from what I understand.
Well, the committee said something too. But I feel like that committee's useless. I don't know. But they said the same thing. Didn't they come out and say the same shit or something?
Probably.
I don't know. They said something too.
Yeah. I'll get the audio. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Bill
I wonder
Barr,
who's gonna.
yeah.
I wonder who's gonna talk against Biden when they're like, I swear to God, he was wandering around the halls, had no idea where the fuck he was going. Like, I wonder who that person's gonna be.
He
when
was
we're-
taking off his diaper. I'm just playing with it.
Yeah, because we're gonna get to that too. It's just a fucking fact. It's just gonna happen.
Who's it going to be?
Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't tease the Tucker Carlson thing, Frank. I forgot to put it in. We don't have time for it.
Nice.
You almost
What-
ready?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the next topic. We'll come back.
Okay.
Go ahead, Janine. You were gonna say something.
Oh, I was wondering what you were so excited for me to see. Which story?
It is after this topic.
Okay.
Batman box office expectations. The new emo Batman comes out today.
Emo Batman.
Yeah, this is emo Batman. This is where the vampire becomes the Batman, which is a great plot twist I didn't see coming.
Okay, here it is.
That's what she said.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Play it?
Yeah.
He stood at the center of so many of the proposals.
Did you know you were going to end up in the
No, I don't
Oval
have
Office?
it. It's a 4-minute video. I'm not going to find it
All right,
while
thanks.
we're talking, but it's there. He said, in a broad sense, Donald Trump is responsible for January 6th.
I'll take your word for it. You've been very fair when it comes to Trump topics.
It's on there. Shut up.
I know you wouldn't make that up. Batman, Warner Brothers is predicting that this will exceed $100 million in ticket sales during its debut weekend and north of $225 million globally. That would mean that movies are back because we haven't had a huge blockbuster movie
Right.
in 2.5 years.
No, what was there was a movie that came out recently, I feel like.
Spider-Man one.
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man, yeah.
That was a big deal.
That's true. That did do well. Between 1989 and 2005, Batman films averaged between $250 and $400 million in ticket sales at the global box office.
Well, when you charge $20 a ticket,
Right.
you got to put an asterisk next to these tickets.
Do you want to know what the first Batman film was to generate more than $1 billion worldwide?
I'll say the one with Joker. Batman. What the hell is it called? The one with Heath Ledger.
The second one. The second one in the Christian Bale series.
Yeah.
Janine, do you care to have a guess?
I actually really do like these, even though I have a.
What?
I'm going to agree with Frank on this one.
The Dark Knight 2008. Is that the Heath Ledger one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Rises was the last one.
I think you got that wrong.
That's
but
what
okay.
she said.
I'm telling you.
2008. That was 1 billion.
Yeah.
That was great. I thought he was the best Joker. I mean, Jack Nicholson was great. Joaquin Phoenix was good.
All right, we're not talking about Jokers. Who is the best Batman?
Okay. Best Batman. It wasn't George Clooney, I can tell you that.
I think Christian Bale.
I might have to go Christian Bale. I'm very, but Keaton was so good.
Keaton was fucking phenomenal.
He
You
was.
And that was our guy. Like, that was our age.
I know, but you know what? Go back and watch them, and you're like, God, this is corny. Like, he's corny in it. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy for that.
No, there were some corny lines.
Yeah, but I feel like
No, it's like it's not even he's just
You think he was?
he's just not Christian Bale. That's why.
Christian Bale is probably number one for me.
Okay, before Christian Bale, well, who was number one for you then?
For me, Keaton.
Was it Keaton or was it?
Val Kilmer.
I always thought Val Kilmer did a fucking killer job.
He was fine.
His
I had no problem with him.
that movie was shitty, but I thought he
Yeah.
did all right.
He did a Kilmer job, but
Why
The
does
worst
everybody?
one was Clooney.
Why does everybody? Worst one was Clooney by far. Yeah, sucked.
He didn't
total
even
ass.
attempt to change his voice when he was Batman.
I know
makes no sense.
He was the same voice, Bruce Wayne and Batman.
the balls.
What do
Why
you
does everybody hate Ben Affleck?
yeah, I was gonna say people don't.
This is Ben Affleck.
I thought he was good.
It's fine.
I thought he had the potential to be the best.
I didn't even see that one because people said it was so bad.
Oh, the movie sucked. That didn't help.
The movie was rough. Although I will say the Snyder Cut was better.
The Snyder cut of that movie I didn't see.
You should watch it. The movie's better. He's not necessarily better in it, but
I saw the Snyder cut of the second one. I didn't know there's a Batman versus Superman Snyder cut.
no. There's only one Snyder Cut.
Okay, and that's what are they called? Fucking
Justice
team.
League.
Justice League.
Yeah.
That was good, yeah. But Batman versus Superman was a steaming pile of movie.
And in that dream sequence in the Schneider Cut, like it's 15 minutes at the end that really goes nowhere. Like that was the best shit. With what's his name? The other Joker, not
Oh yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Jared Leto. Or
Jared Leto.
Whatever.
That was some unbelievable shit. And like you can't that's what I'm saying. Like Ben Affleck held his own. You kind of want to see him really dive into that part. I feel like he never got the chance because here's the other thing about Batman. As soon as you get announced that you're going to play Batman, everybody just immediately shits on you. Like that's everybody is.
I think when Christian Bale was cast, I don't think
Never.
it was
Go back and look.
Heath Ledger. People didn't think was going to be good.
Yeah, Yeah, that's
And he
very
turned
true.
out to be the the best villain.
Well, not for nothing. He was in that movie with the Sabrina witch there, teenage witch. Who the fuck? Heath Ledger. Like nobody saw that coming.
Nobody.
Broke back then.
No. The one with
10 Things I Hate About You.
Thank you.
Oh, all right.
And it's not Sabrina the Teenage
First
Witch.
night.
It's someone
All right.
else.
Piggybacking on this, my friends are inept and I need new ones.
True. Next topic.
Thanks. Here I am.
Just threw a suggestion out, like, hey, the new Batman's coming out. You know, I don't know who amongst the wives want to see it. All of our children are at the age that this is very not appropriate for them. So should the guys get together and go see this? Cannot, like, the men in our group cannot
The way
get
you have to.
anything done.
Nobody says yes. Nobody says no. Like,
It's
maybe
amazing.
I'll see. I don't know. The way you have to do it, and I've learned this, is you have to say, I'm going to this theater at this time to see Batman.
Who's in?
Who's in? Who's coming? That's it.
It's unbelievable. So we tried this with Jackass a couple of weeks ago. We were like, hey, should we go see Jackass? And it was like, oh, yeah, maybe this, maybe that. And then
'Cause that's
Frank
what you
went
get.
to go see it without all of us. Took his brother.
No. My father took me and my brother. We didn't. It wasn't our idea. He just went. We're going to. I was like, all right. So it was a father son Jackass
Bonding moment?
thing.
Which you should have been invited to, Anthony. But go ahead.
Yeah, like I didn't grow up with the fucking guy. Like, you know, like I got to be on the outside. What bonding took place that your friends for 35 years couldn't be a part of? What was the bonding?
Well, we were talking about your mom for a while. So that helped.
Can't fucking do it. And then I'm not here to spew people's business, but a little something happened to your brother recently that's kind of like a, you know, hey, you know, maybe we should rally around the guy, throw a little support. Like this would be nice. Like, let's do this. Let's go out and have a beer or two, get a steak.
Let's go.
Go
Let's
see the movie. Fucking pick
I'm
the
in.
guy up a little. Nothing.
So, see, I'm telling you, the way you have to pitch it is, we're going to this theater at this time. Here's the money. Venmo me the cash. I got the tickets. That's
I don't
the
want to
only
do
way.
that because I have no.
It's the
My
only way it's
weekend.
gonna work.
I don't care. My weekend is wide open. It's kind of like, do you guys want to go? Can we figure out a time where
You're
everybody
giving
can make it?
options. No good. You're giving everyone options. No
Okay.
one's gonna land.
So
on it.
nobody's, because it's guys. But
Not one.
not one of them said that they're in.
In
I'll
fact,
say it right now. I'll
your
text
brother's-
everyone right now.
okay, hold on. Full disclosure. Your brother, Janine's brother, has been the biggest dick.
Yeah.
And the only dick bigger than him hasn't even
I haven't said a word.
answered. Not a
Oh.
word. He said one thing, which was an asshole thing. I forget what it was.
I wonder
No, I
if
didn't.
that's worse than being a dick, or
Do you
I
now?
just
You've
I
known
just
me.
texted everyone.
You've known
I'm
me.
in for tomorrow if it's still on.
I don't know how many dates I've been on with women. I don't know. Not 100, but
10.
I've gotten a lot of women to go out with me to the movies. How is it that I can convince women to go out with me to the movies
with actual vaginas?
with vaginas? Yet my oldest friends,
Because we're not dating you.
I cannot.
We're not
I don't even
dating
give
you.
a shit. Here's the
You're
thing.
not buying us the ticket.
Okay, and then here's what happened too. Let me give you the full background. Similarly to the way when I texted you guys the other night and I was like, should we live watch the State of the Union? And then after I sent it, I was immediately like, this is a dumb idea. I don't want to do this. I sent a text out about going to see the movie. And then I was like, let me just go see it's a fucking 3-hour movie.
Oh, why did I say I was in? I hate
I don't want to sit through 3 hours of
hate
watching
you.
Batman.
So you
cry
don't
on a
even want
bench.
to. You don't even want to do the thing you suggested. So what are you complaining about?
I just
This is
can't.
you're out.
Nobody, but here's what really I swear to you, want to know what really bothers me? Nobody. And okay, who was the first person to say I'm in? Who was the
Me.
first person? No.
I just said
His brother, definitely.
Yep.
my brother.
Your brother. And I was like, everybody's gonna rally around Mikey here. That's gonna be a nice little thing we're gonna do for Mike.
Here's
and it was
what clouded
one
that.
asshole comment after the next.
That's what clouded.
Really? Like
I didn't even see
don't-
that my brother said yes because your brother just memes and gifs and all this crap that I'm just scrolling past and I'm like, nope, I'm not reading any of this. because he just fills it all up with crap I'm not interested in.
So
Well,
my
go ahead.
I didn't
my
even know he said
question,
yes.
my question for the audience is, do you have the men out, not the women? Women are capable, functioning
plans.
human beings. The men out there, do you have this issue gathering your idiot friends to get? We can't even like a fucking. I'm not like, hey, you know, who wants to get together and help me move, or I have to build a deck on my house.
I'm usually free, so I'm in. I just texted everybody. I'm in.
Yeah, where the fuck were you all week when the texts were going back and forth?
Exactly. I didn't want to get involved in all that.
Did my husband answer at all?
Okay. Your
Probably some
husband,
stupid stuff. Let's see.
your husband at first was like, "Oh, maybe." Then just before the podcast, your husband said, "I can't do Sun." Oh, because I even said at one point, I don't really care. Like, if you want to go Sunday at 11, we'll have. I made the joke, we'll have brunch and Batman Bellinis. Like, that was the last joke I made. And then your husband goes, "I can't do Sunday because Janine's got a lunch." Like you're fucking real friends. Anyway, I go, "Well, we could do Saturday too." And then his answer was, wait, no, it was your brother who said something stupid.
Oh, well, yeah.
Then Saturday, he goes, "Oh no, my mom is coming by.
She should be gone by 3.
She should be gone by 3. Your brother said, "So are we doing this or no?" And then I said, "Do you want to do Saturday?" And he said, "Sorry guys, wrong text."
Oh, we got to, by the way, we have to get rid of that. Sorry, wrong text has got to go.
Oh no, that's a funny bit.
It is not
That
a
is
funny
fu-
bit.
and that's
It is
actually pretty funny.
annoying.
How
No,
about,
I think it's good.
listen
No,
to
it's
me.
stupid.
Listen to me. If you write to him or to the group and say, "How about we go to AC?" There is no guarantee. There's no doubt in my mind that he will be the first one to answer
Your
and say,
brother.
"My brother will say,
Yeah.
you want to go tonight
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow
he'll
night."
drop everything.
Just write that. Just say, "Hey, how about we just go to AC instead
He could
overnight?"
be-
Just say that.
He could be at his daughter's recital
Yeah,
and he'll leave.
exactly.
He'll call
His
his wife.
daughter's wedding.
Yeah, and he'll somehow call his wife and be like, "You got the kids. I don't know where they are. I'm on my way."
He could be getting prepped to give a kidney to Janine, and he'll just be like, I can't do
Nope, gotta go to AC.
Yeah. The only way I can get to, you're saying the only way I can get to see Batman is if I go see it in Atlantic City. That's what you're fucking saying.
Absolutely.
Which is an impossibility because if anybody knows Janine's brother, once you get him into Atlantic City, you cannot get him away from the tables
They have to be showing it at the table.
It's
Right.
hard. It's hard to get him to eat,
And that's surprising because he's a big guy.
which he also loves to do. All
Tell
right.
you, the only way to do it is you say going at this date and time. That's it.
I fucking hate all of you, and I wish bad things occur to all of you.
Listen
God
to
bless
me. You better write that because I bet you I'm right. Do it right now.
What, AC?
Yeah.
Oh.
Say, F the movie. How about we just go to AC instead?
Fuck it. Should we just go to AC instead?
Leaving in 10. Who's in?
All right, let's see how long. Run the clock. Who's got a timer?
I got it.
You got it.
I'm looking at a clock.
No, I
don't
want
have
seconds.
seconds. I don't
Seconds
have
on a
seconds.
phone. Come on, you don't have a
All right,
timer.
I gotta pull it up.
Does it?
That's what she said.
Do Samsung phones have timers on them? I don't even
No,
know.
they don't.
It's a fucking sundial. On
They
there,
barely
isn't it?
have a camera. They barely display
What's
the
happening
time.
now? Why am I being made fun of for no reason? All right, the clock is running.
All right, you ready? Okay, I just sent it.
Clock's running.
Okay, good. I just sent it. Let's see how long it takes this piece of shit to answer. All right, Joy Behar takes a tumble on The View.
This is for
Falls
me.
This is
flat on her ass. I thought this would make you really happy.
I know. I'm going to leave after this, but yes.
Did you already see it?
I did, but it's hysterical. I'll see it
shit.
again.
All right.
I'll definitely
Janine
watch it
is
again.
subscribed to the whenever Joy Behar falls
Yeah.
monthly.
Yeah. Can't get her to watch the beginning of the show, but she's
No.
on this. She's on this shit. Well, to be honest, she's got Google alerts on for Joy Behar.
Right.
I do.
Something bad happens. Yeah.
So what do we got here?
All right. So here's you don't really get to see the actual fall, but you get to see the aftermath, which is just as good.
Those are some shitty chairs, by the way, for the audience. Oh, there she goes.
There she is. She's down already. Yeah. down already. They were panning the audience, and she
Boom.
fucking was like
What did she fall? How did she fall?
I think she was trying to get on the chair, and just the thing went back.
Those
They're
are some high
swinging
boys.
chairs.
Look at this fucking stage op guy. Look at this.
Wait a minute. The best is Whoopi looks like she could kill us.
Yeah.
No, she ran over. She ran over to help. When she went down, they all kind of ran over.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but she deserves it for that fucking Italy remark
Yeah, she
earlier in
does.
the week.
Yeah,
That's what
That was
happened.
pretty funny.
that's what you get. That's karma.
It's karma, bitch. That's exactly what that is.
That's karma, Kramer.
God.
All right, that's it. Janine, you're free to go.
Well, now I kind of want to see when my
gotta-
brother's going to answer back, of course.
All right, we'll leave it going. We'll do fan feedback while we while we
Okay.
wait.
And then I'm just going to leave when I feel like it.
That's how is that different from every other episode?
That's true.
Explain to me the different part. I don't get it. All right, fan feedback. We get your comments and quotes of course, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, smoke
YouTube.
signals. It seems like we got to keep track of it. Basically, everywhere.
Yeah, keep writing them, positive, negative, whatever you gotta tell us. Questions. You have questions you want us to answer?
Yeah.
Let us
Oh,
know.
okay. This was a top comment of all time. 8-Day Tripper on Instagram wrote to us before our Wednesday show, before we went live on Wednesday. Hopefully, all of you are just because we didn't do Monday. Remember?
Right.
Okay. So this is just before we went live on Wednesday. Hopefully, you all are just enjoying life and not sick or suicided.
Ah.
It's been 3 days since the scheduled show, and I am missing you all terribly. No, I don't fap. Just bored. Bye.
What?
I'm a big fan of this because now everybody's crazy about, your head is all big because somebody masturbated to you, and now you got to have people take it
I
down.
hope you have the other FAP comment in there
Is there another one?
about me.
No, I missed it then. You're going to have to. Do you have it?
Can you
don't
dig it
have
up?
All right, I'm going to look for it.
Hold on.
Oh, it's on the thing that you're recording on. Don't
Yeah.
worry, we'll find it.
Go ahead.
Was it on the last episode?
Yes,
This past Wednesday's episode?
I'll find it.
You're
Go
looking
ahead.
for
Keep
it now.
going.
Okay.
I am.
All right. Betty writes in, as far as my escapades at the dentist from the last episode, I had a similar experience at the dentist recently. I don't understand why we need to wear masks just to go and have someone dig around our mouths in close quarters. Same with the x-ray machine that you had to bite down on. Yeah, that's such a weird thing. Also, here's the thing we didn't tackle in the last episode too. How weird is it to have somebody stick their fingers in your mouth? This very strange thing.
I think we need more of that in society.
You think
I think
so?
you should be walking down the street and you should be able to just go
Yeah,
right into someone's mouth and it should be fine.
it was very weird.
It's very weird. It's very
Yeah, it's very strange. I still feel like I need to get to know the doctor first, a little bit.
Here's a good one. I wish J Sabs would give Frankie a break. It's getting old already. Totally not cool or funny. From Herself 11.
That sounds like you made that up.
I did not. A lot of likes on that comment as well.
Do you think Janine gives
Same.
you too much of a hard time?
Nah, it doesn't bother me.
Connie, you are so right, Aunt, about the middle class. In total agreement. I feel for you with raising a family of four. Whoops. Still going through all that high insurance cost, vehicle maintenance. Forget about saving for kids' college education. I already did, Connie. I'm way ahead of you on that one. And no, Trump didn't help with that.
Oh, we lost Janine.
I knew we were going to lose her.
KW has a problem with us using the F word. Love you guys and your content, but the effing, she says the word, this and effing that over and over. I see you like you see the millennials on wheel.
That's on me because I can tend to get a little F crazy when I get excited. Here's my promise. As soon as we can hire somebody to bleep the show clean, we will do it.
Okay.
So look for that in 2046.
Jody Zimmer has a recommendation for you. They have Q-tip Oragel.
You said that. That was your recommendation.
Mine
You did say
was not Oragel. It was
Ambisol.
Ambisol. faster than you could say imbecile. Remember that commercial?
Frank doesn't make sense to me most of the time. Sonia, I like that's concise.
That don't make sense to me most of the time either.
David, I said it before and I'll say it again. Frank is PC principal of your show, to which Frank responded with the graduate emoji, which I found very funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lakita, stop your whining about the gas prices. I just paid $4.80 in California.
I just paid $4.13 today. So
Get out of here. Did you really?
yep.
Holy shit.
I'm looking for this fapping one. I don't see it.
I found it.
You found it? Okay, hold on. That'll be the crescendo. TN, newer doc to watch, Class Action Park, and Rick James. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Class Action Park.
What is that?
Do you remember?
I remember Action Park.
It's about Action Park and how it should have in no way been a fucking.
No, we talked about this last year.
Did
I feel
we?
like-
Because I watched it.
It's a year old? I thought it just came out.
No.
Oh shit.
I thought this was pretty funny. Hidden Six writes, "You guys are radio DJs. What would you know about repetitive?"
Fucking experts. I think we invented.
I think that's
repetitive on radio.
I think that's the joke.
Got it. Sally, and I was rolling on the floor laughing out loud with you describing your dental visit. I'm glad somebody got some joy out of it. That makes me
Oh,
happy.
so go ahead, J Sabs. Read the. Said you found it.
He, again, from Hidden Six. Well, he made it twice tonight.
Nice.
We don't speak like Shakespeare in the UK. I'm expecting the camera to come back and J Sabs is caught fapping.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
Two different
Because-
thoughts here.
Yeah, because I have a blanket on. I guess he thinks I'm fapping underneath it.
Either that, or every time the camera cuts away, you're expecting some sort of shock to come back to.
Right.
Not on YouTube, my friends. Maybe
Okay,
on
you
your
know,
OnlyFans.
You know, it's hysterical. I had a quick back and forth with Miss Justice, and I said to myself on the last episode, I said, this is really funny. And Frank, you know I don't bullshit about this. I said I really have to shout out the mods because there was some kerfuffle the other day with the mods. Somebody, I don't know.
I'm going to be ignorant about this stuff. I don't know what the mods are and how they become mods and who.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about.
It's a very difficult process in which somebody who watches us on YouTube says, "Can I be a mod?" And then I go, "Yeah." And then I click the thing and then they're a mod. So it's a very, very hard process.
What can they do?
So, for people who don't know, who are on like Facebook or, if you listen only on Spotify or whatever, you watch on Spotify, on YouTube, when the show, when we go live and the show comes out for the first time, there's a live chat that goes. And, you can pick people to become moderators. They call them mods. So there was 1 or 2 episodes where people were just like asking to be mods. And so we made a couple of them. And honestly, I'm going to shout out. I mean, I know, Bob does a good job. We don't have a lot of mods, but Miss
Good
Justice.
job, Bob, we call him.
Yeah, Miss Justice and Robin are like the best that have ever existed. And they're in every episode and their comments are killer. And Miss Justice is killer on Facebook as well, posting stuff. Robin's really good on Twitter. And, it was in like the last week and I was kind of like, these guys are so great and we got to do a shout out. And then the last thing that Miss Justice said to me, she's like, I was hoping you were going to read my comment during the fan feedback. And I'm like, I must have missed it. I'm sorry. Send it to me. And her comment was that the mods need a shout out because of how good they are. And it made me feel worse because I was like, I was a show or two late on this. We should have said this sooner, but it is true. The mods do a killer job because what happens is sometimes like you'll get like a bot attack or something and like people will come in and just like spam and like
Put ads and stuff in your
and be annoying and shitty.
links.
Yeah. Other times people are just being shitty, shitty people. So they're kind of there like, hey, make sure everybody has a good time, has a nice vibe like we
What
do.
can they do other than comment and say, hey, stop doing that?
They can ban people. They can put people in timeouts. They can do.
I don't even have that power. I'm in
Right.
the chat. I'm in the chat with everyone as well, and I'm not even a mod.
Here's the thing, though. You have to trust the mods and have a certain amount of
Oh,
responsibility.
so you don't trust me? I got it.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
That's why they got that. And you didn't.
Yeah. All right.
So, and they have like a little wrench next to their name, and it's like a cool little fun thing. And they're like in charge. They're more in charge than me, in fact.
You're not a mod either, are you? But you could do whatever you want in there.
Yeah. But honestly, like they like, because we're doing things and it's hard to keep it all together. You peek over and you see, but for the most part, like they really run a tight ship, and they do like a fucking awesome job. And we got to figure out some way to say like thank you, to get them some like cool shit or something, because they really do a phenomenal job.
How many mods do we have?
We have 4 on YouTube. And by the way, and like I also want like Paul, and like there's I can't shout out everybody. Paul's not a mod, but there are people that aren't mods that are with us all the way, and I could not be more grateful. And I know we don't like shout it out every single episode, and that's kind of hard to do because the people who aren't you guys don't give a shit. But it's important to me, and I care, and I want to make sure that you guys know that we are incredibly grateful for what you do.
Now that I know what you guys do, I appreciate it too.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
know that you are more trusted than one of the co-hosts.
Yeah, I don't have a wrench next to my name in that thing.
You cannot be trusted. Because here's the thing: somebody will go, "Oh, I don't know, Trump wasn't that bad of a president." You'll be like,
I'm not
booted, and that's not right.
I'm not a dipshit like that. I'm not going to do that.
Janine?
I'll do that. I'm totally going to do that.
The mods put their own personal shit aside and just make sure everybody has a nice, good old time.
Can we call them the Mod Squad?
You can call them the Mod Squad if you want.
I'm calling them the Mod Squad.
He still didn't answer?
Done. No, it's been 12 minutes, 13 minutes now.
He has not answered.
He has not answered. I'm surprised by that.
All right, bye.
There she goes. To the mods, thank you guys.
Mod Squad.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out something like cool and fun as a reward, because they honestly, they're like there first. Actually, there's somebody else who's like between Miss Justice and like a couple of people, like they always argue about like who gets into the room first. And
There are these I don't know how often they occur, but like almost like Comic-Con, there are like these conventions for YouTubers and right? Don't they happen fairly often?
VidCon was well, nothing's happened because of COVID, but yeah, VidCon was a big thing.
Is there any chance? I mean, any chance we might? How do you get into that?
No, we can do something. We could definitely do something like that.
Just show up and
Yeah.
all right.
It's just I don't know. We gotta find the right time for it, and then where everybody's all over the globe.
Everybody's all over the globe. Yeah, it's true.
So wherever we go, people are going to be unhappy.
Yeah, and by no means should you take a special trip here to see us, because
No. But that's why they build those things in like Vegas or whatever, because you make it part of a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, unless you're coming to Vegas, don't.
Yeah.
Like if you're coming to like, I can't even name a boring place, but if you're going to a boring place just to see us, it's not worth it.
You've done something wrong.
Yeah.
You
Recalculate.
made a recalculate. Made a horrible error.
Recalculating.
Yeah. But yes, we will. And here's the thing, like, and again, I've been doing this for 15 fucking years. Frank, just as much. We started at the same time, right around the same time.
Yeah.
The podcast is new. Most people have only found us in the last 2 years. The podcast has been around a little bit longer than that. It was part of the radio show. But this thing is still a baby. I mean, it's grown, and we're so happy with where it's at, and it's going to get bigger because of people like you that share it, and because of the mods, because of the fucking people who retweet it. Bird and Paige, and we can go on and on. All the great people. There's tons of great. There's too many to name. So we will get to all that stuff. In due time. We got it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So we'll do all that. I
agree.
Sure.
You got a long road ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm good too. Don't forget your jump start. Don't forget
baby.
your merch. Oh, somebody wrote something nice about the seat. We just don't have time. We'll get to it.
What?
Somebody wrote something really nice about the merch too.
Oh, you see? That's good stuff.
It's hard to get to all of it. We don't do a great job.
There's
I
a
will
lot.
admit that.
We got to get our interns on that.
And Monday we got a little Frank's intro coming in, so we've been working on that for a while. So
You see-
more structure to the show.
Yeah. All right. See, I wrote the song. The song is complete. Anthony has the song.
Okay, hold on. Don't finish. Just for Miss Justice, so she can tell my timing. You sent me the song how many days ago?
It's
How
been
many
at
days
least-
before I actually listened to it?
It's been at least a week and a half.
Week and a half.
I sent it to you, and it was at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, that you didn't even listen to it.
I've been asking you
2
for
minutes.
it for months.
No, you have not.
Well, we talked about it when? How many months ago?
January.
Okay, January. Obviously, you had to work on it, right? You know,
Had
so
to
all that.
create it.
But I would be like, "Hey, how's it going? What'd you do? Like, did you add
I
drums
had to
yet?"
buy equipment for it.
Yeah, right. There's all this is a whole process. So I'm sitting here like fucking waiting. He finally goes, "It's done." 10 days.
Yeah. Jerk. I worked so hard on this thing. I put it together. All the elements are there. I send it to you. Have you listened to it yet? No. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. This song is. You don't have 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
I get
to
into
listen
this
to this song.
weird thing where I got to be in the right frame of mind to do things.
In the car, you're driving. You just pop
By the way, I don't even want to bring this up. I don't want to bring this up. But, well, all right, I'll just say it this way. Christmas gifts. When did Aunt give out Christmas gifts?
I don't know. When did it? Around 2 weeks ago.
Practically fucking Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just this entity is on a different time frame.
I hear you.
We think Sweden runs on the Swedish dollar. It's just there's different things that are happening here. You know what I'm saying?
So, do you want to give your feedback of the song or no?
No, it was horrible, but you know we're gonna
Oh,
use
good.
it. We don't have anybody else.
I don't really have a choice here. It was free. You didn't have to pay me to make it.
Well, yes, that's true.
I'd charge you for the song.
You could. Here's the thing: Hans Zimmer turned us down, so we were like,
Right.
we'll just have Frank do it.
John Williams is busy with the
Yeah,
Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
right.
Third on the list, right here.
But we think we'll be able to put the song out if people want to buy it if they want. That'll be available.
If you want.
Gold.
Gold, Jerry.
Gold, Jerry. It's gold. Shop anythingonair.com. Check out the merch. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for the support.